Hello everyone, this is a trade breakdown video. So yesterday I placed a trade in gold. I'm talking about this trade, right? So let's break it down. What's the reason behind placing the trade? So let's start from the daily time frame. So according to my strategy, I analyze from all the way daily to 1 minute, right? So in one daily, like in daily time frame, you can see price was bearish, then a little bit shift of structure, then previous high, I mean the lower high was broken, then market starting making higher high, higher lows, then price become bearish because higher low was broken. So it's kind of bearish, you can say. At the same time, towards the downside, we have this demand zone. Price can come and tap that demand zone and give a confirmation to us, then we can go for buy. That's the whole analogy behind this. So I'm not saying that I'm a big time frame trader, I'm a little small time frame trader trading in session to session, right? So we have seen that price is bearish in the daily time frame. Then let's go to 4 hour. So in 4 hour you can see that price was bearish, right? Then internal structure started changing. Then our previous low, I mean previous lower high was broken, then it started making higher high, higher low. Then you can see the higher low was broken, so price shifted from bullish to bearish. So we are bearish now in 4 hour time frame. So when price came from this zone, there is a supply zone right here. You can say the order blocks. So now on today's world we say it order block, but before SMC and ICT discovered, we called it supply and demand. That's simple, right? There is nothing those fancy words behind it. So we have this 4 hour supply zone, and in top of that again we have a 4 hour supply zone. When price came all the way down, we have this recent 4 hour supply zone, right? And towards the downside we have this demand zone, right? It's a 4 hour supply zone, and this is a whole zone is a daily demand zone. Sorry, it's a demand zone, right? It's a little bit confusing because you are watching the first time maybe. Let's see. So we have this 4 hour supply zone. Price came back down and goes towards upside and tap that 4 hour zone and give a push to the downside. That's so simple. And then when price again came to the downside, it creates this 1 hour time supply zone. So let's get into hourly time frame. But before that, look, price is making lower low, lower high, lower low. See, so it's bearish market, right? Let's get into 1 hour time frame. So price was little bullish, you know, right here, and then price tapped that 1 hour extreme supply zone, and then price came towards the downside and touched that 4 hour demand zone, give a push to the upside. So price was still bearish, right? So what's the reason I'm taking the buy trade? The reason behind this is price takes out previous low right here. I mean there is a liquidity right there. This is the first reason, and the second reason is price now coming to the 4 hour plus a daily demand zone, which can push the price towards the upside. I'm not saying that you should capture all these moves. We just want 1:5 and 1:6. That's enough for us, right? So let's get into 15 minute. In 15 minute you can see that, okay, wait a little bit. So in 15 minute you can see price was bearish, lower low, lower high, lower low, low high, lower low, right there, right? So I'm using an indicator called ASEAN range that shows that in ASEAN session there are highs and lows, which works as a liquidity, right? So before price before London open, right, I placed the trade. Let's get into 1 minute, sorry. So in 1 minute you can see that I'm removing it for now. So there is a liquidity right below this zone, price came and takes out the liquidity. Now we are coming to this demand zone, right? We can see that we have a liquidity above the zone, right? There is a liquidity right there. Most probably price could takes out that liquidity, right? So in 1 minute what I saw is right here, this is a single leg, right? Price came down, internal structure, again it came down. When price takes out the previous low, it gives another confirmation that price could go to the upside. It already taken the previous low, right? So when price takes out the previous low, what I saw is price was little bearish and little range, right? So we have lower high right here. Let me show you. This was, I'm talking about this, when the lower high was broken right in this candle. In the next candle I placed the trade, stop loss below this zone, and then where should be my target, right? So this was the zone. If price breaks this high, I would close my, no, not will close, I will place my stop loss at break even, right? And right here I will close 50% of my trade. At least on 1:3 I would close 50% of my trade, and then in 1:5 I would be closing 80% of my trade, right? So I break my plan, right here I just place my stop loss at break even, and then I just hold it, right? And I want to close right here on 1:5, right? Because that's enough. But I wait little bit because there is this liquidity up right there, and this 15 minute is a supply zone. In 15 minutes it's a supply zone, but in 1 hour it's a smart money trap, right? So right here you can see this is a 15-minute supply zone, but in 1 hour it's a smart money trap. So if we see in 1 minute, what you can see is, so when price reach that supply zone, they want, the market wants to allow the sellers to get in, right? I know this is a smart money trap. I didn't close my trade. I want this liquidity right here to be taken out, right? I just hold it, right? Look, price tries once, twice, and then 3 times. Then price just takes out all the liquidity, the stop loss of all sellers. And so this was the analogy. So thanks for watching.